Welcome back to Picture Breakdown. This is going to be my in-depth breakdown of the Bad Batch Episode 7, Battle Scars. I'm going to be going through this episode shot by shot for interesting visual details, hidden references, as well as any background information that you might need to know. If you're brand new to the channel, make sure to subscribe and hit that notification bell to be notified about every future Bad Batch episode breakdown. Spoiler warning if you haven't seen this episode already. Alright, let's go. So, we open with the Bad Batch on the run after intercepting a lizard from the Rokai. The lizard gets out and it leaps on Wrecker. Wrecker runs over and hits his head on the chair, another point in favor of the inhibitor chip. They get the lizard back and Sid says,
"That is one strange-looking lizard."
It's kind of funny because Sid herself is a strange-looking lizard. Rex shows up and he finds out that they haven't removed their inhibitor chips yet, and he says,
"Those chips make you a threat to everyone around you, even her."
This could be a subtle nod that because the chips are meant to target Jedi, they could be a threat to Omega because she herself is Force sensitive. They go to Bracca to get their chips removed, and Rex says,
"Fives tried to warn me about the chips, but I didn't understand at the time."
This is a callback to the storyline in Clone Wars when Fives found out about the inhibitor chips, but when he tried to tell Rex, Rex wouldn't listen to him. They start heading to the medical bay, and they have to walk across a beam, and I love how when they're walking over, it shows Rex first walking over the beam, but when Wrecker goes next, he crawls over it, further pinning down the point of Wrecker's fear of heights. They get to a gap, and they use a cable to get across, and when Wrecker goes, he falls, and you guessed it, he hits his head, the final blunt force to his head that pushes his inhibitor chip over the edge. He gets sucked into the water, and as he's trying to get out, you get a good look at the water creature that's trying to eat him, and it looks very similar to the Mamakor in The Mandalorian Season 2 that tried to eat Grogu. I'm thinking that this could be some kind of relative to it. They make it to the medical bay, and they scan Wrecker for his inhibitor chip. Tech pulls out the screen showing the scan, and there's some Orbesh on it. The bottom translates to active scan, and then the top goes to foreign body. Wrecker's chip is activated, and he starts to choke Hunter, but Omega shoots right next to his head as a warning shot. Obviously, Omega wasn't trying to shoot Wrecker because she doesn't want to kill him, but a shot right next to his head is a very hard shot to make, something that either a trained professional or a Force wielder would be able to do. And since she has said before that she's never fired a blaster, I'm going to go with Force wielder. They successfully stun Wrecker, and they get the inhibitor chip out, and while they're doing that, a screen is shown that says an Orbesh anomaly. After they're done, Rex says,
"Copy that. I'll meet you at the rendezvous by the next rotation."
I'm kind of thinking that he's talking to Ahsoka, since last time we saw them they were together, but I don't really have anything other than that to back it up. I'm just kind of hoping that Ahsoka comes in for at least one episode this season. Alright, so this episode gave us the story of Wrecker's chip being activated, and we finally got all the chips out of the Bad Batch. While these things, along with Rex coming in, are pretty important, I kind of felt like this episode lacked some sort of flair that the other episodes had. I'm just kind of hoping that we get an episode later that has some sort of great nod or twist to the Skywalker saga really well, but I'm really happy with what we've gotten so far, and we're almost halfway through the series. Make sure to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell to be notified for every future Bad Batch episode breakdown. If you know someone who's watching Bad Batch, please consider sharing this with them. Put down any questions or comments you might have, and let me know who you think Rex is talking to. Thanks so much for watching, and I'll see you in my next breakdown.